the ghosts ride tall. The reckoners came, and they silenced us all. The bombs lit the sky, turned the world to ash. Civilization crumbled in a fiery crash. Oh, the hell on earth, it came to stay, where the west turned dark and the dead still play. In the shadow of the reckoner's mind, we fight for the dawn, but we live in the night. The spirits, they whisper, and fear was their song. Fed by our terror, they grew strong. Machines of war spoke their fiery tongues, and the last of the West was left undone. Oh, the hell on earth, it came to stay, where the west turned dark and the dead still play. In the shadow of the reckoner's mind, we fight for the dawn, but we live in the night. The junkers build with scraps and dreams, while Templars roam with justice unseen. Psychers and Doomsayers call on the storm. The wasted west is where legends are born. Under a blood moon in a ghost town square, the echoes of the reckoners linger there. We ride for survival, for hope, for law, but the West ain't free, it's bound to war. Oh, the hell on earth, it came to stay, where the west turned dark and the dead still play. In the shadow of the reckoner's mind, but we fight for the dawn, but we live in the night. So saddle up, wanderer, keep your hand near your gun. In the wasted west, there's nowhere to run. The reckoners watch as the old world burns, and the wheel of fate forever turns.
Righty ho, let's get the show on the road. So when we left you
that
last,
definitely suits me.
Oh, there's Scott. Hello, Scott.
when we left you last, you had been in the post office, and you just sort of put down some zombies, making a fair bit of noise. And yes, as someone brilliantly put Jojo, in fact, back to the Tour de Zombie race with its 6,000 strong choir chanting their battle cry, brains, brains, brains. So yes, basically, they come in thousands of corpses in various states of decay. Office clerks, store managers, diner waitresses with name tags still pinned, children with vacant eyes, an entire town long dead, now pulled from their rest. Post office alarm that should never have had a pattern. They surge forward, stumbling, crawling, some even sprinting, drawn towards you like iron filings to a magnet. The streets echo with a shuffling thunder of John Crack. And in the distance above it all, a monstrous figure, its silhouette perched atop a blinking water tower. Something far worse than the rest.
It's Bat Zombie. Guys?
Yeah, I'm heading for the van. It's just sometimes that he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. Let's go.
Indeed. Okay, so
the better part of valor is knowing when to vacate the field.
Thank you, Khalid.
Yeah, good. And it's a perfectly acceptable battlefield strategy to effect a strategical retreat.
Run away!
Better part of valor.
Okay, so we're going to use the Savage Worlds quick combat rules, but I'm sort of trying to give it a bit more flavour. So obviously, you guys sort of narrate your actions and determine successes using your trait rolls. So to begin with, obviously you've got to reach the vehicles, which means your goal is to cross the zombie swarming streets to reach your your vehicles, which I've arbitrarily decided you park 200.
Right.
So the answer, obviously you can come up with others that you can come up with. Obviously, I came up with athletics for dodging the grasping hands, climbing over abandoned wrecks, and other sort of feats of dexterity to get there. Stealth, obviously, if you want to just try and sneak your way past the denser packs. Notice, of course, for spotting clear paths, alternate routes, and then if you've got your occult or weird science or any type things, you've obviously got. You could probably use your powers, creating interference or zombie guidances. So if you get raises each round, you'll be unharmed. If you get a success, you'll suffer minor cuts and bruises. Although I type that as cuts and bruises because I like mistyping words. A failure will get you a wound.
So with a success, somebody swears at us mildly.
Indeed. A failure will get you one wound. A critical failure, it's not the standard 1d4 wounds. It's only 1d2 wounds. But I'll also choose a random piece of equipment that gets torn away from you, while you're being clawed. So obviously, there's as you're looking across the 200 feet, which is why you had to park so far away. There's overturned school buses. There's zombies coming down from all sorts of fun and games. And we'll do it as a standard. We'll deal initiative, and obviously, so I say that's with the first 2 rounds, and then the third and fourth rounds will literally be you getting out of the city. This should be fun. See what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Deal the cards. That was a connect and disconnect. Who was that? Didn't notice.
That was Boy Howdy.
Oh. If he wants. Okie dokie. Yeah. So unless anyone wants to play with their cards, Cinder's on 2 of spades.
What my cards for today?
Well, yeah, your adventure cards, which of course you can use it. But Cinder's on the two of spades. Oh my word! I've lost the ability to spell and speak. So I can obviously award Cinder and Benny if they want to stay on the two of spades. It doesn't really matter because there's anyone else around. So
I think I will stay on the 2.
So Scott and Min-Max are first.
We are going to try sneaking a little bit because we really want to get closer to the car, and I'm still a little tipsy from my visit under the mail truck. I will spend a Benny to make it happen.
Okay. You spend a Benny to get that +1, and then it's a race. So you sneak halfway to the vehicles. You sneak halfway to the vehicles. Max has got Bennies of their own.
Yeah, let's go ahead and spend a Benny to re-roll.
Dookie, let's open that.
Yeah, she's going to keep her last 2, so.
Okie dokie.
Scott's a little more willing to get shot up.
So that is a success, but not failure. So min-max in yourself. You manage to sneak. You sneak effectively. You spot sort of like a tunnel beneath some of the vehicles, and you're able to sort of quietly move down that. Unfortunately, just as min-max is getting out of the last vehicle, a zombie rather large zombie jumps up and lands on top of the upturned car, causing it to drop down slightly at the last second, and min-max suffers a minor, nasty-looking but relatively minor cut, just as the jagged metal causes her to makes it harder for her to extricate herself from the vehicle as it comes down on top of her. That brings us to normal Steve.
So normal Steve, knowing that he's a little slow on his feet, has decided that the best way for him to do this is to find as clear a path as possible with as few zombies as possible. So he's looking for some way to get from A to B while avoiding where the zombies are going. So he's using notice. And if we're using that rule to get a +1 with a Benny, I'm going to definitely do that as well.
Okay. Yes, technical. I got this, but we've been calling it going for it, which I don't have a problem with. So that turns that turns yours into a success with a race. So, yep, you literally realise you can, as you say, you find a nice quiet route, probably cutting through some buildings that are side by side, and dog meat.
Probably. Well,
and jumping on this car.
Yeah, Dogmeat is going to use notice as well because it's really the only decent skill she's got.
Getting an 11.
And Dogmeat can smell where the zombies aren't and heads for that.
Good to me. So that's normal Steve and Dogmeat find a shortcut through a building with Dogmeat's help. Tabitha, over to you.
Okay, outrunning 6,000 the zombies, I figure warrants this. And like Steve, I'm going, because next round I'll take advantage of my free runner edge, but this round I'm going to do notice to scope out a path that gives me an advantage by using the free runner next round.
That's about.
And so that would be notice.
Yep.
Yeah, I can go over that fence and up the side of that wall and across that roof. Okay, I'm good.
Parkour!
That's what the free runner edge gives me.
Good old day.
I just don't want to assume that, the first round would be looking for that route.
Well, it's probably, it's more you're as I say, you're spotting clear paths or alternate routes. You are making the move. It's just you're noticing where the zombies aren't, and you notice that you can head this way, and oh, that building there looks like it connects to that other building, and it looks like there was a connecting door through there. So you know, it's that sort of thing. Sully, you're up.
I'm running.
You're running. So you notice is absolutely fine, but oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine because instead of you, okay,
You're not coming through, babe.
Yeah. Your notice is a D8. I can see why you picked it now. A 5
Hear
means
me.
you will. I can hear you now.
Only a little bit.
Tell him that I'm narrating.
Case trying to narrate what Sully's doing, but it doesn't seem to be coming through.
I shall shut up and let
In a
you
minute.
narrate from scratch. Anything.
You're not coming through at all. You've not pressed a mute button on the actual headset, have you?
Silence is deafening. Well, we can come back.
Swan Lake.
Okay, they've now got Swan Lake playing, but we still can't hear them.
This
Oh, you heard you say
It's-
this thing then?
It's almost like a sound gate or something's kicking in to make some software that's sort of, you know what I mean? Or
is this clearer now?
Yes, we hear you
Yes.
fine.
did you
Right,
have
I
noise
avoided
cancellation
I
on?
moved the sound gate. I
Yeah.
moved the sound gate to try and stop Tavis coming through, but it stops me coming through as well. So I'll just have to mute when he talks. So, as I
Artie
was saying,
talks a lot.
well, that's true.
Sorry.
As I was running, trying to
Yep.
get to the vehicles, I noticed I was about to be ambushed from one side by a group of zombies. So, in order to stop them doing that, I bash the support pillar that's holding up the rather worse for wear awning of the shop front they happen to be under, bringing it down upon them so that I can safely get past.
That was very reasonable. Unfortunately, you misjudged how quickly it would fall down, and you have to dive to the side at the last second as it comes crashing down, leaving some minor cuts and bruises. That was unharmed. Good stuff. Excuse me a second.
I'm going to use my athletics and pick a nice sort of a linebacker football style of run and find the easiest path I could do as a back crossfield blitz type of thing.
Sorry. Oh. Looks like, unfortunately, you too are going to come a cropper halfway down. You probably twist your ankle and land awkwardly. Otherwise, you're relatively unharmed. Last but not least is Cinder.
Cinda is going to cast speed on everybody and then run as fast as she can. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5,
No,
6.
you're just going to make your check. You're just going to make your check and then roll dice to see how many PowerPoints
Yeah.
you end up using.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it's sort of the idea is this is going on over multiple rounds, so you're literally using you'll make you make a check and just roll 1d6 power.
Oh, okay.
1d6.
Roll. So so I roll a d8 for the bibliopathy to cast it.
Oh yes, yeah, you don't
And then
actually,
a d6 for how many power points it takes.
I was just going to check. Because mass battlers are more. I'm going to say it'd be 1d6 power points.
Ooh,
So that would be a success. But something minor you will have a minor problem, but that's absolutely fine. I mean, it means you don't take any injuries, and it counts as a success. If you want to, then go for an 8.
Okay, so that success with the speed doubles the target's movement pace. Okay. All right. And roll a d6.
D6. But how many have a
or
power
how
points?
many
Yep.
power points? Ah, of course.
Don't worry, it doesn't explode. So yeah, you basically you spend multiple power points on hasting anyone you can see as you can see them around, and obviously yourself. And unfortunately, basically after you sort of enhance your speed, you're very good at moving and you're very fast. Unfortunately, you suddenly realise you're being chased as you're running, looking over your shoulder, and you stop short as you run into a wall that you hadn't realised was there because it's so much further away than you realised how fast you could run. You bump off the wall, but you're all okay. And the second round begins. The zombies are pouring all over the place. Some of them, they're crashing through windows and buildings, and some of them are climbing down up the roofs to try and run along those. It's absolute carnage, and the noise and the stench of them is getting almost overwhelming. And as you can see, your vehicles are about 100 feet away. You reckon a good maneuver here will get you safe and sound. It looks like Scott and Min-Max are going first again.
Okay, well, all these zombies and so forth are all around, but between us and the bike, there's only a few. So we're just going to fight our way through these last few.
Go for it.
Okay, so I'll take a level of fatigue.
You get through with minor cuts and bruises. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Min-Max, on the other hand, she shows me some moves that I've never seen before.
Min-Max just Min-Max just because I've rewatched it lately, it's turned into Hit Girl. Move. She's back flipping all over the place. She's just obviously not. I know Hit Girl was more using melee guns than melee weapons, but she's the melee version of Hit Girl on that final run. She literally pulled. The only reason you took minor cuts and bruises, she's pulling the zombies off you.
Yeah, she pulls a Kill Will.
Yes,
it's a movie I heard about.
Jojo
is going to see if he can notice a better route.
Okay.
And take
it. Oh dear.
I think I'll give somebody a Benny for that.
Oh. I mean, a failure. For the record, a failure. It doesn't mean you get lost or trampled. It just means you come out the other side worse for wear. You will take a wound, basically.
Yeah, but you don't want to get bit by a zombie.
Fortunately, it's Deadlands, not Deadlands setting, not War of the Dead setting. So,
okay,
if you get bit by a zombie, it just hurts. You don't get infected. Fortunately, in Deadlands. Yes.
Excellent. Okay.
So I'm afraid, Jojo, you think you found a very good shortcut, and basically you dive into this building because you know you dived into the building that you convinced you popped your gyrocopter on the roof of, and you go clambering up the stairs. As you get out onto the roof, you realise you've come out one building too soon, and obviously it's one over. And basically, just as you start running towards the edge of the building, just to leap across the gap, a large multitude of zombies literally clambering up the side, basically attack you, and by the time you fought your way through them all and you clear the jump and reach your gyrocopter, you are bleeding from multiple minor wounds. You are alive. Sully, you're up.
Excuse me 1 second. Try that again. How many rounds is this particular?
2 rounds to get
Um,
to the vehicles, and then another 2 rounds to get out of the city, of the town.
Okay.
A nice 4-round quick encounter.
I am going to use the constant. I'm going to Benny that. Use the constant mental link we've got running with everybody else to forewarn me of things that are going on and allow me to time perfectly moving between certain places.
Sounds very good. Give us a D6 on PowerPoint usage.
I will when I find it. There it is.
That's okay. Or PowerPoints. I do love the eyes. I do love the bigger dice because you can actually appreciate the artwork on it now.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Basically, by reading everyone else's minds, you are able to sidestep all sorts of problems here, there, and everywhere. And Tabitha, we're up.
Okay, I've been running along the top of this low roof. I spot the van. I get close enough, and I get my +2 for my free runner in this one. And I'm gonna just jump down to the roof of my van and slide into the driver's side window, and blow the windows up.
Okie dokie. Who are your passengers? Is it Dogmeat and normal Steve?
No, we've got a Humvee now.
Oh yes, of course you have. Oh yes, you incinerated.
And brilliantly executed.
You do indeed. So you get there, you jump through, you literally dive through the window. You dive through the passenger side window, land brilliantly in the driver's seat, gun the engine, and start heading off down the road. Just as you see a large mass of zombie horde enter the street ahead of you as you gun towards them, and that brings us to Cinder.
Cinda's going to roll her notice roll to help speed her on her way to find the shortest, least zombie impacted route to get to where she's going.
Dookie dook.
And yell at, why have I got a point of fatigue on me?
Because you got minor cut. You ran into the wall last time.
Oh, I got a minor cut. Right. Okay. So I think I'd like to Benny that and try again. Notice. Come on. Ah. It's even worse.
Well, you can take the first one.
Yes, I'll take the first one, please.
Okie dokie. You dive into the Humvee, feeling a long, gouging scratch on your leg as you're just diving into the seat and trying to close the door. Otherwise, you are okie. Get the
I'm
engine.
with Jimmy in the
Yeah, whatever happens to
car
Jimmy,
with,
he's obviously still shut down.
yeah, I know. I was yelling at him on the way to start it up, but you know.
Yeah. You basically you can see Dogmeat and normal Steve desperately trying to get to the Humvee, which is now Steve.
Okay, so normal Steve is still not liking the idea of having to face a horde of zombies.
Mhm.
So he's still just keeping an eye out for where the zombies are chasing everybody else and trying to be where they're not. He's just focusing on not so much being stealthy as just being elsewhere.
Okie dokie.
And he's going to go for it a second time.
Okie dokie.
And Dogmeat is kind of sniffing every door and just giving a gentle growl every time the zombies the other side, and they back away and then go somewhere else until, well, we'll see if it stays good for Dogmeat. Oh dear. It wasn't a critical fail, but Dogmeat is clearly going to come out with a level of fatigue now.
In
Wound.
a wound.
Oh no, yeah, that's a wound. Dogmeat dies.
Well, no, Dogmeat doesn't die. Dogmeat jumps into the back of the van, having taken a wound. Sorry, the back of the Humvee,
Okay.
having taken a wound. And, oh dear.
And then she dies.
I'm not going to be that cruel. The Dogmeat is incapacitated.
Righto.
Oh, I've got plenty of bennies.
If you're going to be like that, you could Benny a notice roll.
Dogmeat's bleeding out
No.
and has got busted. I'm sure you'll be able to look after Dogmeat. That's all good. Righty ho. So congratulations, you have made it to your vehicles. Jojo starts firing up. Everyone is awarded a Benny for getting this far. Obviously, after a few moments of shock and horror, you start heading out. Now, Jojo, unfortunately, there's an awful lot of power lines and telephone cables for some reason in this area that seems to force you to have to stay very low and fly close to the ground out of the city because I'm evil. And I forgot to create flying bad guys to potentially hurt you. So we're keeping you low on the ground for that reason and that reason alone. Oh, look at that. Lots of nice pretty cards there, isn't it? And Sully, you're up first. On your hover bike, I believe. Which I brought.
That is what I drive. I'm sorry, I forgot to turn it off, picking up Tavis's voice before. In the updated version, are slap packs still a thing? Oh, there we go. Okay, fine.
Flat packs.
Slap packs. Doesn't matter. You can give me the card back if you don't accept this, but as I was approaching my bike, I tripped over and my hand landed on something in the rubble and I picked it up reflexively, and seeing Dogmeat falling into the vehicle as injured as he was, call, Steve, use this, and throw it next to Dogmeat into the and if the slap packs aren't there, then spray skin will do. Basically, it's this will stabilize and stop bleeding out.
Perfect. No problem with that at
all. And then I'll hop onto my bike, kick it into shape, and get motoring with a driving roll. There you go. I think actually I'll Benny that roll to try not to get another point of fatigue. But I'll keep the 4 and just take the other point of fatigue.
Okie dokie. Well, okay, no, things are changing now because you're in your vehicles. So, okay, you're now navigating the gauntlet of flesh, barricades, shambling mobs, and maybe the vehicle starts sluggish or is a bit low or slow. But anyway, okay. Every success boosts distance. Raise escape unharmed. So basically, you're okay. What it does is it just causes a point of minor damage to your vehicle, not yourself. So your hover bike takes a point of fatigue rather than yourself. Obviously, you just smack through these there's a horde of zombies, and one of them literally stands in front of you. You hit it thinking that you'll fly over the top, but unfortunately it bounces off, and these are rather nasty dent and some black smoke coming out of the exhaust. Otherwise, you should be okay.
Yes, impressively.
Indeed. Jojo, you're up, sir.
Piloting time.
Go for it. Of course, if your vehicles have weapons, you can use combat to just blast your way through stuff. Okay, same as yourself. You take off. Unfortunately, you're forced down. You're forced low because to avoid creatures jumping off jumping off from the adjacent taller building for you. And fortunately, just as you're taking off, you rapidly fight to gain control as you shear through telephone cables and all sorts. It takes you a little while to stabilize the vehicle. Can't help but noticing there's a slightly annoying shudder coming from the rotor blade. But otherwise, it seems okay. That brings us to Tabitha. First, normal Steve, you've had the ability to assist because you're in Tabitha's vehicle. You don't actually have to drive yourself. So, normal Steve.
No, I'm not in Tabitha's vehicle.
I'm sorry, you're in Cinder's vehicle. That's what I meant. Sorry.
No, I'm in my
he's
own
his
vehicle.
Oh, you've got
He's
your
got the
own.
Humvee.
Oh, sorry, I
Yeah.
forgot you had a Humvee. Oh, ignore me, normal
Been
Steve.
telling
I'm
him
being
to
stupid.
learn to drive for the longest time.
Ignore me
Yeah.
then.
I have.
Apologise, normal.
I'm going to look for the clearest path, and with my horn blaring so the others can see that I'm trying to clear a path, I'm flooring it and getting the hell out of Dodge. Is that good enough?
It's fine. As I say, there will be some minor damage to the vehicle, but other than that, you're absolutely fine.
Because I'm going to, if they get in my way, I'm running them down, and I'll probably pick up some dead flesh on my vehicle, but hey, it's what it
Yeah,
is.
no, that's absolutely fine. Basically, you careen through a load of them, of zombies. Unfortunately, it does affect the steering, and you bounce off the side of the vehicle, leaving you carry on driving down the road. You can't help but hear the flap of one of your tires is punctured.
Yeah, but if I cleared a path for some of the others, that's
Normal Steve.
So, does normal Steve need to take a multi-action penalty in order to put the spray skin, slap patch, or whatever onto Dogmeat?
No. I'll be nice in the fact that obviously because it's not a single round, is it? You can basically slap patch on to Dogmeat and then drive off. Obviously, what is your driving? I don't think you've got good driving anyway, have you?
B4.
Yeah, I won't be me to give you any penalties for that. No, because obviously you can just slap. You can just you tend to Dogmeat with the the Humvee, so it's armored anyway.
Normal Steve gets in behind the driving seat and starts thinking, right, okay, so I gotta make sure it's in gear, and you turn the key if you had a key, but I gotta put these two wires together so it goes, ow, and then I gotta put on the gas, but not too much. I don't. Oh boy, oh, this is not good. And then I'm
The
trying.
normal Humvee.
Did that roll?
I didn't see it.
Ah, good.
There we go. Whoa!
Obviously,
Wow.
you've been paying attention to your lessons.
You have been paying attention to your lessons. That's good. Scott's right with Psycho. That's done. And then I just need to go to vehicles. Burning Man car on. Shame you lost your FRV. Nice. Okay. So, yeah, you slap the patch on Dogmeat. So Dogmeat is not bleeding out, but is incapacitated.
Mm-hmm.
We'll ignore that roll because he's not bleeding out, because I thought I deleted the bleeding out effect. But I hadn't. So that gets us to Cinder.
Cinda's gonna say, Jimmy, fire that fire gun, and basically the gun's on the back, so I'm going to drive in reverse, and so he can use the fire gun if he's awake and blow and shoot fire at these zombies and set them on fire and get rid of them.
Okie dokie.
That's what I'm doing.
Okie dokie.
Ah.
Well, no, I mean, if we can have him do the combat. It's okay. He just makes a shooting roll, doesn't
Yep.
he? Okay. He's got. Give it one more go. Okay. Oh, the burning car's damaged. I didn't realise that. That's a success. So him burning zombies as they go. Unfortunately, it's as you're driving past, he's waving the flamethrower out to the sides. Unfortunately, he fails to notice the gas station. There's a loud whoomph and debris slams into the side of your car, or you just skid sideways. But you keep going, so can't help but hear that there's a strange rattle coming from the engine. Scott, you're up.
Okay, well, there's these 3 big vehicles in front of us that's just like mowing zombies down. So I'm going to be following along behind them. I'm going to be throwing my junk cone spell
Okay.
to keep zombies away, and Min-Max is of course going to be shooting her gun to keep zombies away. We're just going to keep everything clear for now. Really? Well, okay, that's a success.
I will allow
Definitely
Min-Max, because of what you said there, Min-Max is the vehicle with you, so Min-Max can only really support you, as it were. So, so if you treat Min-Max's shooting as a support role, because Jim Borg's 5 on Cinder's driving made it a success, you see. So, okay, you're fine. Unfortunately, the vehicle does take some damage. I should point out, actually, I did give you. I mean, you all think of the driving and the shooting, but something I did think about, and I should have mentioned. Sorry, I've only just noticed I put it in there, which some of you may or may not feel interested in. You can theoretically. I did think you could try intimidation or performance to sort of intimidation, like trying to rev your engines or distract them, and possibly sort of lure zombies away from everyone else from the escape route and stuff. So just go wild with anything you really want. But anyway, you're basically on the outskirts of town. You reckon you're nearly there, and barring any terrible disasters.
If normal Steve had had performance, he'd have been going brave and walking through the zombies.
Scott gets Scott gets a Benny. Sully gets a Benny because you're both on 2s. And Tabitha, you're up. You can see.
Driving my way out of this mess.
Go for it. Oh, that was an 8 until the last second.
No, I'm gonna Benny that one time.
$14, you're absolutely fine. 14 because, of course, there's a -1 from your vehicle, but that's good. You basically you see the open roads. You see the open roads, and you start barreling down the highway away from Venus. Now on the open space, you see the zombie horde won't be able to keep up with you, even with the bad state of the roads. You are free and clear. Normal Steve meets whimpering next to you, but is brief.
Okay, so normal Steve is going to reach up and adjust the rear view mirror a little bit and start muttering under his breath. And as he does so, in the rear view mirror, it's like a hood appears in glowing green, and there are little nuclear symbols start appearing over bits of Venus. And normal Steve is going to, from the point of view of anybody that's following behind the Humvee, there is a ring mount on the top of the Humvee, and it sort of opens up like a missile silo, and a massive rocket launches out of the top of the Humvee and sails towards the following zombies.
Sounds good to me. Oh, your arcane back. Oh, look at that. Oh, nice faith roll. Just give us a D6 on PowerPoints.
That missile was bigger than the Humvee.
They didn't hear that, and I need peeling off the ceiling.
One PowerPoint. One PowerPoint.
It's obviously because the logic. Obviously, you used more than that, but by the time the chase ends, you've regained some of them, as it were.
Yes.
That horseshoe must be awfully uncomfortable, Steve.
That gets us to Cinder. Who's in a bad?
All right. Cinda is going to just put the pedal to the metal and keep on going.
Go for it.
I want to Benny that.
I hate to break it to you, it's technically -4.
Yes, I know. Oh, for God's sakes.
It's okay. It just means the vehicle takes another wound. That's all that happens. If you crit fail, the vehicle takes 1d2 wounds, and you take a wound as well. You do get out, but unfortunately, your vehicle's in a very bad way. I think what actually happens is you were happily driving down the road, and then you suddenly drive into this huge nuclear, what looks like a nuclear explosion. Debris and burning zombie parts and blown up vehicles start raining down on you, and you're swerving left and right. Unfortunately, the best will in the world, there's just too much of it, and you come out the other side and the car's looking very battered and bashed, but you're alive, and that's the main thing. Jojo, you can see that up ahead it's clearing, and you've got the opportunity to climb free. Fortunately, before that, there seems to be a large number of zombies jumping down from above to pull you from your seat of your gyrocopter.
Well, let's see how well I can pilot this thing and do a little side slip here and a little dodge there. And, you know, a gyrocopter is quite capable of doing a barrel roll if it needs to.
That's a 6. That'll be successful. Oh no, sorry. It's actually, you've got handling, so you're okay. That's okay. That's actually plugged it in there. No problem at all. That's actually a 7 for everything I said. If you spend a Benny, you won't suffer any damage to your. And that's 7 into it. You fly clear up into the sky. Sully, you're up.
Okie dokie. As I've got a hover bike and it's not really in need of being in contact with the ground, I'm going to take advantage of some of the wrecks and ruins and use some of the fallen down walls as a ramp to make a Dukes of Hazzard style jump to catch me some extra
love it. Absolutely love it.
Lead in the
go for it.
In the chase, that's it.
Extra air time.
Indeed.
Yeah, extra air time.
-1.
And I think
yeah
is called for.
That's absolutely right. That's even with the -1 for the minor damage to your hover bike, it's all good. That gets us to Scott and Min-Max.
Yeah, it's time to do some drivey stuff.
You want Min-Max to support
Min-Max
you?
Min-Max is going to look for the potholes and other fun things.
Giving you a +1 bonus. Which negates the -1 from the dirt bike. What's the handling of the dirt bike? I've got that entry. Oh, -1. Oh, God. Okay, so that's minus.
The dirt bike's got a good handling, but when you stick a sidecar on it, it goes horrible.
Goes horrible, yeah. But that's okay. Still works. Even with minuses, you're still safe and clear. There's only another -1 on top of that, so you're fine. Good. You all get clear. Congratulations. social aboard. All of you bennies, you drive out of town. The hundreds upon hundreds of zombies have been left battered and broken and shot and burnt from all of you. Venus now is burning. As you head down the highway, you notice the zombies seem to be turning back as if back to whatever that tower staring at you. But congratulations, you have managed to successfully escape from Venus. And obviously, with the sun, after a few hours of driving down the road, you feel you've given them enough distance so you can settle down and set up for the night.
Yeah, and I need to check this wheel on my car.
Yeah, do minor repairs for everybody as I can. I
Well,
got
you've got-
uncoiled
you've got
wire
some-
for my chopper and a few things like that.
Oh, something just went wrong with my wheel.
Oh no! Oh dear!
You can spend a conviction point
Get a reroll if you want to.
get a reroll if you want.
At least it wasn't a crit fail.
Indeed, it wasn't. That is a success. That will basically let you repair the minor damage to your vehicle.
Normal Steve is going to patch up dog meat.
Okay. Yeah, you're on Route 67.
Cinda's gonna patch up Jojo and hope that Jojo will patch up Cinda's car.
Well, that's fair.
Seems good to me.
Oh, you get a wound back.
Obviously, a good night's after an hour's rest, your cuts and bruises go away anyway. By the time
And I get my power points back after we sleep.
You'll get
that
your power
right?
points back after you sleep. Yeah, after an hour, you get your power
Okay.
points back. So it's just Sully's and Scott's bikes have minor damage. Dog meat's patched up.
Well, I can assist them if they need to.
Yeah, neither one of us really knows how to operate this thing.
Hey, Sully, thanks
gonna let
for
that
that
roll go
thing
both.
that helped out a dog meat. Look, I don't have much, but this is more use to you than it is to me, I guess.
What's that?
Ooh.
Oh, well, thanks, man. Yeah.
Okay. You can set up camp for the night. Obviously, after every hour of rest, you get 5 power points back. And it's an uneventful night, so you'll get a good night's sleep.
Excellent.
Woohoo!
Did I miss
Discussion
Scott,
while
help me to fix my bike.
Jojo's fixing the car. Have a discussion about maybe setting up some sort of way to fire the cannon while I'm driving.
I think it was Jojo.
Yeah, Jojo can probably
With,
bring something like that up. Yeah.
Jojo's repair to see if there's a
Thank
way
you,
to
Jojo.
fire the cannon on the car.
Yeah, I can think of
While I'm driving.
a couple of extra buttons on your dash, but I think I can probably come up with something.
All right.
And during
we'll
the
work with
rest,
that.
I'm going to seek out Steve and tell him that I knew he could do it, that in reference to his absolutely brilliant driving roll with a 4, and tell him, see, it just takes a matter of focus.
Actually, it wasn't so much that, and Steve holds up his foot and shows that the sole is flapping off his right shoe. I kind of got it stuck underneath the gas pedal, and I just couldn't pick it up, and it was stuck there, and it just kept going.
Oh, I've got to. Right. Okay. So what I've done is on Cinder's car. What Jojo's done is he's set up the flamethrower so it's fixed. It can still be rotated, but it's fixed forwards when you want to fire it. So I've put you as the gunner on the vehicle, so you should be able to fire it when fixed forwards, as it were. So that's good.
Thank you.
Okay. As I say, you're on Route 67. You left Venus at Venus, Texas, and you're heading.
We're not going to find our kicks on here, are we?
No, you're
I
heading
could do
towards
some new ones. I mean, look at that. It's smiling at me.
Anyway,
Zero.
as you're camped out, as you're camped out and having breakfast in the morning, the CBs in your vehicles, you hear something. It's basically all you get is and lots of squelchy noises. It's like
Jojo,
someone's-
are you playing with the radios again?
No, I wasn't. It might have been that staticky one that's doing something.
Okay,
on one
because
thing.
that sounded weird.
Does anyone want to try and just
Fiddle with the tuning and
Certainly.
see if we can bring it in a little better.
Well, okay, I'll give it a go.
if anyone's
I'm
still
guessing
out there, it's okay. You can. I'll be by all means make a repair roll. I'm not going to say no. No, I'm going to be nice and just say you just tune it. You turn it one way. If it gets, you turn the other way. You know what I mean? If anyone's still out there, this is Mark. I made it to the old cement works. Something's wrong. It's not just scavengers. They're building something, using us, using what's left of us. I saw Eli's jacket. I saw the lights. I think they know I'm here. I'm heading for the switchyard. If you get this, don't come for me. Just burn it. Burn it all. Signal cuts in and out, distorted by static and interference. It's picked up on Channel 7, the old emergency band.
Is it repeating, or was that a live transmission?
You just happen to catch it. It repeats 2 more times, and then that's it. Probably was live.
Do I know where this cement works is?
Sounds like it's a good place to not go.
Can I get any kind of direction where that signal came from?
Oh, with your science roll, yes. Basically, you get the distinct impression it was coming further down the road from the next town down the road, Midlothian. Novian, however you want to pronounce it.
Oh,
Midlothian.
boy.
Midlothian.
Well, I could do a little overflight at a fairly high altitude and see what I can see. If I find the cement works, then we definitely know where we're going.
Yes, but he says don't come for me, just burn it all.
He said he's heading for the yeah. Oh, well, yeah. He said I'm heading for the switchyard. If you get this, don't come for me. Just burn it all.
Switchyard, that's in a train.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
Guys, wherever he is, it sounds real dangerous. Should we really go there?
Well, that's just it. Maybe we should see if we can find a way around town instead of take the 67. That would backtrack us to Venus. I don't think we really want to do that.
No. Okay.
Unfortunately,
Well, if you're sure.
Well, I would love to find a way around town without having to go through, but there's no road. So unless you want to go off-roading.
Okay, we're going on a bear hunt. We're gonna find a big one. I'm not scared.
Right, after you pack everything up and you start heading on your way,
Yeah, I
cracked-
do not see a way around a way around Midlothian without backtracking to Venus.
which you don't want to do.
No, we don't. Definitely don't want to go back there.
It's almost like the GM's being evil.
Yeah, it is.
The cracked asphalt of Highway 67 stretches ahead like a scar across the land. Rusted vehicles lie abandoned in haphazard clusters, some burned out, others riddled with bullet holes. Scavenger trucks are overturned, their cargoes spilled, crates of canned goods, medical kits, and bloody. Probably, when you examine them, they're probably empty or rusted or useless, but obviously you could try. But it's the bones that catch the eye, hundreds of them, stripped, cleaned, and arranged in spirals or stacked like crude altars. The wind whistles through the shattered windows, carrying the faint scent of copper in.
Skeletons. Why did it have to be skeletons?
Scott
if
is
you-
going to make an
Sorry, carry on.
is going to make an occult check to see if the spirals or the altars or anything seem familiar to him. That would probably be it.
No. Definitely hasn't anything to do with the fact that it might have worked later.
Man,
else
it's
has
hard
seen
to
it?
drive through looking at that stuff and it's not stopping.
Is anyone curious?
I'm very curious, but I'm not. If we want to stop.
Well, Steve has a phobia of visible skeletons, so definitely doesn't want to stop.
Well, unfortunately, well, yes, yeah. Anyone who wants to make a notice check can. Steve is probably driving with his eyes shut, so he doesn't have to make a notice check. All those dice.
Look,
What a
my
lovely
dice are
collection.
just sucking today.
Four's good enough.
Tabitha, being a scavenger, is going to be picking up on stuff others might miss.
Dogmeat notices and licks Steve.
Cinder. Cinder's protection's still running. We better get Cinder to council. I can do it. It's longer.
The conviction shouldn't be running. I only spent that to gain the reroll.
No, I know. I look at it this way: if the GM forgets to turn it off, that's my fault. On everyone. Okay. Everyone should no longer have protection. Okay. Jojo and Tabitha and Scott and Sully. You notice long furrows in the dust leading towards the distant silhouette of the cement plant. Looks like something has been collecting the dead.
Is there anything here, anybody here collecting now?
No, you don't see any movement whatsoever right now.
Well, Tabitha's instinct is to pull off to the side and see if she can scrounge extra parts for vehicles, food, medical
There are
supplies,
lots.
anything.
Yeah, there is stuff spilled all over the place. You can stop here for a little while if you want to.
If I'm doing a notice roll specifically for scavenging, I get a +2. Do you want my notice roll?
Hold up a sec. Should really put this on a shortcut. There's go.
I'll wait and I'll patiently wait for you to tell me what we find.
Maybe she did.
Guys, why are we stopping?
There's stuff here.
There's stuff everywhere, but there's skeletons here.
Stuff has already been acquired by scavengers. It should be above average good.
Yeah, but not like these ones. Guys, come on.
Okay, Tabitha, you find $10 worth of good bits. Oh, hang on. No, you got a raise, didn't you?
I did.
Get a raise, you may draw a single card from the action deck. So that must be a table.
Okay, I'm confused. Why am I rolling stuff?
Probably because the combat tracker's ticking on you while I'm rolling dice. I don't know why it's just the quirk.
Yeah,
No, it's on Scott.
No,
I don't know why it's
because
you.
on
Every time,
Scott.
I don't know why it's showing as you when I'm rolling the dice because it's definitely me, but that's okay. So you takes 11 minutes to go through everything, Tabitha, of which you find $10 worth of stuff, which means $2544. Then you the wrong thing to roll on, not the right table. I did that. Oh, that must be an adventure one. Price round. I forgot what tables are called. Oh, here we are. Scrounging table, not scavenging table. There we go. Let's try that again, shall we? You find a shovel.
Jeez, I hope it was worth it.
Tabitha finds a
Uncle.
I'm
shovel.
looking for a leaf spring to make something later. I have a plan.
Okay, so
So if there's lots of mashed up trucks, surely to God I can find a piece of leaf spring.
Ooh, you can make a notice check to see what you can find. I'm afraid you don't find anything usable.
It's not worth wasting the penny on.
I grabbed the shovel. Never know when we might need to bury
Did
one
put
of
the
us.
table there. Remember that in future. Okie dokie. Right, moving on. As you crest a low hill, the world ahead vanishes into a thick, unnatural fog. It rolls across the landscape like a living thing, swallowing trees, road signs, and sound itself. Visibility drops to 10 feet. The sun becomes a smear. Fog is cold and damp and carries a faint tang like bleach and rotting fruit. Every footstep you're driving. But if you were walking, every sound echoes strangely as the air itself is listening.
I'll be back to doing the nap of the earth flying type of thing at a very slow speed.
You can actually drive it technically, can't you? You can literally pop it down on the ground and just.
Yeah, I can put it down and just use the pusher motor and push it around like a three-wheel cart.
It's probably
Or
the
you could
safest thing
just
to do.
land on the roof of the Humvee.
Well, that's another option I was thinking of, is strap the thing to the top of a Humvee or one of the larger vehicles, fold up the rotor blade, and away we go.
Yeah, well, you can do that if you want. You can stop here and put it on top of the Humvee. Inside the vehicles, the temperatures drop sharply. Breath frogs, the glass radio splutter static, and then sink in eerie unison, each one whispering the same low harmonic hum. It's not language, it's not something in between, a resonance that vibrates in the chest cavity, behind the eyes, deep in your mold. And obviously, I'm glad you said you were landing. Well, you can auto gyro anyway. You're okay. You're already on the ground at this point. Then the engines die. Not a splutter, not a stall, just silence. No dashboard lights, no ignition response, just the oppressive weight of the fog pressing in. So,
I hate fog.
Well, this is a little concerning.
Yeah.
Guys,
don't forget there's no power, so you can't use radios to talk to each other.
yeah, I'll lean out the window. Guys, why did everything stop working?
Somebody use an EMP?
Not a clue.
No. Hello? Is there anybody out there?
Where are ya?
I'm over here. Oh boy.
At least you can't see any skeletons.
There is that. Okay, normal Steve would like to cast elemental manipulation and do a minor effect to effectively create some magical fog lights. And see if he can kind of brighten things up at least a little bit and see what's going on in the fog.
Well, that'll give us a place to rally to.
Indeed, you can see. You can. Yes, all of a sudden you can see some illumination coming out of the Humvee. Wish to do.
Demon!
No, it's just me.
That made me smile.
Well, home in on the light.
Clambering off your gyro and walking towards the Humvee.
I think we're all gonna head.
Yes,
that
very
way
much so.
because, whoever's in that Humvee is gonna, if that light draws attention there, and it's Steve.
So when we're all together, Steve's going to be kind of. So guys,
Hold up!
what do we do?
Hold up!
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I've just sorted some other stuff out that you can't see yet, but the moment boots hit the cracked asphalt, the fog seems to recoil just slightly. Not retreating, but adjusting, as if acknowledging your presence. The air outside is heavier than it should be, damp, metallic. It clings to the skin and fabric like a second layer, muffling sound and dulling colour. Even voices feel thinner here, swallowed before. The world narrows to just a few feet in every direction, beyond which everything becomes suggestion. The outline of a tree, the glint of broken glass, the distant shape of something that might be a billboard or mine. The vehicles behind you sit inert, already half consumed by the mist. Their forms blur and fade like memories slipping out of reach. The static hum from the radios has stopped. The resonance remains, now internal, like a song remembered. Then the fog pulses, not with wind, with rhythm, a slow, deliberate beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, like footsteps, like breathing, like a choir beginning to sing. Shapes begin to coalesce in the edges of visibility, not approaching, just arriving. Hooded figures, spaced evenly along the roadside, facing inwards. Their robes, I can't speak, ripple as if underwater. Though the air is still, no faces, no movement, just presence. Then the sound begins, a single note, impossibly low, vibrating through the soles of their feet. It's not heard, it's felt. Harmonic resonance that bypasses the ears and goes straight to your bones. The fog choir has arrived. They do not speak, do not move. A picture of what do they look like. There you go.
Would I be correct in calling that noise, the sound, sort of more of a subsonic attack?
No, it's not. It's not harmful. And don't worry too much about the sigil on the road there. Up to you.
Hi there, guys. Who are you?
The choir does not move. It does not speak. As the party stands in the fixed silence, a new sound begins to rise, not from the clouds, but from the mist itself. Soft, fractured melodies drift through through the fog like a half-remembered dream. A lullaby sung in a grandmother's voice, a hymn from a long-abandoned chapel, a radio jingle from a time when the world still made sense. Each note is incomplete, as the fog itself is trying to recall something.
Hello? Guys, you're seeing them too, right?
Yeah, but I'm also
Oh, yeah.
seeing this funny mark over here on the ground.
I wouldn't worry about
What
that. I forgot to
triangles?
remember. I forgot.
That we're supposed to be ignoring.
I forgot to. I
I'm going
forgot
to see
to.
if I can reach them psychically.
I forgot to Photoshop it off the image.
Oh, sorry. I really don't see that. Okay.
I meant to do it and then forgot, and then obviously, you know what I mean. So don't worry about that. I don't want you to be paranoid about it. Be
No,
my
dude,
guest.
somebody
You put
here's
this
been.
thing-
Somebody here used to play Zelda. Look, it's the Triforce.
Anyway, are you putting this in combat rounds or can I do something?
No, you're not in combat. Oh,
Right,
point.
I'm
You're
gonna
not in
try
combat.
and get through to them telepathically. But not like that. Oh, in fact, let's do it by using the actual power. I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to try and
Got to finish the encounter.
with one of them, not with all of them.
Okay. They just appear to be.
And ask telepathically.
What do you want to ask them telepathically? Sorry.
It's all right. I want to ask what they want, what they're doing.
All you can hear from them, all you sort of hear back is what you ask them in a sort of mimic, in a part humming tone. But it's a weird way to put it, but it's almost like they're humming back without any. I don't get the sense that there's anything odd. Maybe it's just curiosity.
Nothing malevolent, but there doesn't seem to be anything the opposite either.
Indeed.
Okay. I'll tell the others, I don't sense any malicious intentions from these guys, but they're not exactly forthcoming with much either.
Make a smarts check, Sally.
Geez, I wish you had a helicopter, not a gyrocopter, and the engine was working, because then maybe you could blow the mist away or something. But that ain't going to do it with a gyrocopter, is it?
Certainly one that doesn't run.
I succeeded, if it helps.
Folks, I think I have a card here to play. I'm going to find out and see. Because I'm going to say to them, we come in peace. We're not here to have a fight. We're not here to be part of a sacrifice.
No, we're just passing.
Yeah, definitely not that.
We're just travelers passing through. We are not the droids you're looking for.
Hey, I get that reference. That's Spaceballs, isn't it?
Oh.
This was a raid.
Yeah, it was.
If I add a point from a go for it, will that 10 make a difference?
No.
No. You've got the raise. I think, yeah.
Divisions of 4.
um.
Oh. Can I fill the gap?
So I was going to say, Jojo, as you're talking to them, you notice. I was going to say you notice as well. It's the fact you're interacting with them. Maybe they're doing something with you. You sort of notice. You can almost start to think you can hear the notes in between what they're humming. If that. I don't think anyone's got performance, have they?
No.
No.
You can try. You can try persuasion to attempt to harmonise with the choir.
Oh, well, absolutely. Why not?
Remember what was playing, but I've got some notes and I've just forgotten how to finish.
Noticing that
That's
Sully
only
is working on
what?
stuff, Cinda's going to cast boost on Sully's psionics.
Okay,
Boost
seeing that
rate.
Sully's
Not
trying to
needed.
sing along, Steve will say, "Hey, I
I
was
won't
in
worry.
Glee Club too."
Yeah. That's 2
And
successes
I
from
get
Sally.
I get a free reroll on persuasion roll, so I'm going to use it.
So you might find boosting people's performance, persuasion might be a better bet. That's 3 successes.
Okay. Then
3
I shall do
successes.
that.
Does anyone else wish to try and harmonise?
Sure,
with the
right
whole
after I
choir?
get boosted.
Exactly. So you don't you basically sit it. You basically you just need to, you don't need to.
All right. So there's a boost trait to boost everybody's persuasions.
Okie dokie. Hang on. We can do it manually. Well, a 4's a success, so that gets you 4 successes. Your persuasion would be a D6, so I'll just manually roll a D6 to see. Yeah, it did say trait rolls an actual one, so that's 4 successes. Do you want? Okay, do you? Let me. Oh, you did. Anybody else wish to by harmonising? Let's boost. Let's literally. If you want to. Go on.
Oh, sure, why not?
Let me just manually boost you because someone didn't target before they
I
cast
didn't
their
do the
persuasion.
targeting.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
So I'm doing manual persuasion boost. That's not a problem. Oh.
I know this song.
Okay, well that's absolutely fine. Default. Turn them off again. It's okay. I did mean it. Okie
Hey,
dokie.
Scott, you can really sing.
As you all start humming along with them, it seems to calm them as you continue with each with each successor raise there. An additional member of the fog starts to disappear, and as each of them goes, the fog recedes. As the fog recedes, one of the choir turns just slightly, and something small drops from its sleeve, lands with a soft clink on the asphalt, untouched by mist or decay. It's a weathered music box key, no larger than a thumb, brass, tarnished but still warm. Obviously, you should wait for someone to pick it up. Anyway, it jigs along its shaft of faint symbols.
Scott will pick it up.
Thank you, Scott. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
It's along with its shaft. It's along its shaft of faint symbols, some musical, some arcade, but resembling old broadcast frequencies. When held, it emits a barely audible hum, tuned to the same resonance as the song you were just singing out of the choir. And also, in the background, you hear your engines start up again.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
The fact that it's still warm means that those are living beings that were around us. It wasn't
Are
ghosts.
you implying that anything that's this warm is living? Because if that's the case, then Rock in the Sun is living, and my cooked dinner is living. I'm not sure heat is a sign of life.
Well, if they were undead, they certainly wouldn't have.
Heat and independent mobility.
Oh, all
Those
right,
two
yeah.
combined.
I must admit, I've never had a dinner that crawled off by itself. Some nearly
I
did.
have. I have. That was really cool. I had to chase it. It was fun.
I do not want to know what was on the menu.
I really worked up an appetite, I got to tell you.
It was crickets. Yeah, they were really happy, and they were kind of crunchy, but they wriggled in your mouth.
Get your protein where you can, huh?
Uh-huh. So, Scotty, what did you get there?
I got me a fancy key thingy.
Which I forgot to make as an item, so that's.
Of course, yeah.
I was thinking, I prepared, I've got everything done, and I read, okay, no, I haven't. Right, so items.
Kind of.
Is there ever a week where everything's done, really? I mean, does that really happen in real
Well, no,
life?
because I changed things at the last second and stuff. You know how it is.
Well, nothing survives contact with
The party, anyway.
So,
Wow.
wow, it plays music.
You got to listen really close, but yeah, it's the same song that they were singing.
Okay, that's kind of strange, but yeah, what isn't?
There we go. You now have a music box key in your inventory, Scott.
Yay, I can make music.
So they came here just to sing us a song?
Well, if we look around, we might find the music box to put that in.
I mean, it was kind of simple, but it was short, so I hope it isn't like lasting our whole life long.
One of
At
those
least the
songs
cars
that
are
you just
working.
can't ever get out of your head again.
Well, with the fog receding, what can we see of the area now?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Emerging from the fog, you see them, a procession of walking dead. A dozen malformed undead, their bodies bloated and stitched with fungal cords, drag fresh corpses behind them. Some wear scavenger gear. One of them still clutches one.
Oh boy.
Okay.
One of them still clutches what?
A toy.
A toy.
One of the
A
undead that
toy.
is dragging a body and clutching a toy in its
Right.
other hand.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's your music box key. And let me guess, the number of walking dead that are coming are exactly equivalent to the number of the ghostly figures we saw in the fog?
No, there's only 6 of them.
Oh, okay.
They're basically they're further down the road. They're not exactly here. They're a bit
I'm gonna
further
go check
ahead.
and see if the minivan starts back up now.
It
Oh,
certainly
it's
will.
already started. Can't you
Yeah,
hear the
they
engine?
started.
I'm gonna go get in the minivan. Lock the doors.
How far down the road are these bad guys? Should we either get going or do we want to deal with them?
I mean, they're walking away from you for the record.
Oh, are they? Okay, well, if they're walking away, let's let them keep walking then.
No,
Well,
Steve blows him up.
Okie dokie. You didn't even get clear enough, so I can't give you that bit of information. Okay. Roll for damage. It's at 6 times.
Well, I probably need to do the power first.
Indeed.
Steve doesn't like Walking Dead.
And extended range.
So I'll use ICBM. That's got a range of smarts times 6.
Oh, you're fine then. Don't let them get
Okay,
away,
I'm
release the
clearly-
Venice.
Clearly two. Oh, somebody's given me a Benny. I'll re-roll it then.
It's Joe Rama. Don't let them get away. Release the bennies.
Thank you, Joe Rama. Okay, so 6 damage rolls, yeah?
Yeah. They're not on the
These are
track because-
AP6 these are AP6 by the way.
Okay.
Well, you really don't like the undead, huh?
Well, I assumed I'd have to use my ICBM because they're a long way away, and that one's AP6 as standard.
Okie dokie. So, right. So, okay. So basically, it lands with a loud explosion. 1, 2, 3, 4 are instantly vaporized. The other 2 are only shaken, and they emit they emit a piercing shriek. Okay, Sully, I need you to make a spirit check, please. Sonically, you're not very happy. Okay, that's the first one then. Sully, I need you to make a spirit check at -1, please. You were supposed to kill one and realise it was a bad idea, but he just nuked 4 at once. Then you get to make another one at -2 and another one at -3, and then you stopped because he killed 4 of them. Okay, that's a point of fatigue as your brain starts hurting. As they have psychic death screams. You see, they're really upsetting.
Fall to my knees, screaming at that one.
Okay, don't worry about the rest. Because that's another failure. You can't be incapacitated. You can't be incapacitated. It's just basically as all 4 of them, the psychic death screams of all of them override you, and you just collapse to the floor. As you say, screaming. You probably fall off your bike, actually, don't you?
Oh boy! Whoa! What did they do to Sully?
The other 2 are still standing on the road, screaming.
Okay,
but it's audible rather than psychically.
Okay, so since they've clearly done something to Sully, normal Steve is going to recover his power points and do it again.
It's okay, you're unconscious. Well, you're not incapacitated, you're just lying on the floor screaming in pain.
My scream is going to get even more intense, and I'll be rolling around on the ground, clutching my own head.
Indeed. Again, yeah, as you hit them again, the last 2 die. Again, Sully's overcome with racking psychic pain.
Hey, Sully, buddy, what did they do to you?
Do the first aid thing
I'm
and
sobbing.
swallow
Not
or
sure I
tongue
can
or
talk
anything
yet.
like that.
You can make an occult check, Sully.
I can.
Yeah, because after a few moments, well, you'll have the -2, won't you? So you might not get very far. And you could try again
Okay,
later.
0.
You basically, after a few moments, you're able to sort of come to your senses, but you have got one hell of a migraine. Feels like someone's trying to scoop your head brains out for you. Do you know why as well?
Slowly sit up, cross my legs, holding my temples with my left hand, pull out my sports bottle of whiskey, and take a slug and groan.
So I didn't expect him to nuke him. The idea was he'd hit one and then they realise it's a bad idea and it hurts you and they'd stop. I didn't think he'd nuke him.
You've run games for me before.
As long as he's been playing with this group, you'd think that he'd be ahead of it.
Or do you think I know how you are, and I'm basically giving you the opportunity to screw over another player without realising I'm going to do every opportunity for you to take out your psyker. At least you
You know,
you can tell I
Next
knew
time
what
you
was.
take me out for steak.
you know, you gave me such a good lead in there, and I resisted saying that I like to screw my wife at every opportunity. I mean,
Oh,
Jiminy says let the bennies flow, so you got some bennies. I will
thanks,
point out
Jimmy.
if you want if you want an indication of what I thought might happen, I did decide that it couldn't incapacitate the psycho.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
But yeah, I'm afraid you're in a very bad way right now for the next couple of hours because it'll take 2 hours.
but yes, Steve will be saying, "Hey, buddy, what did they do to you?"
I know it was him.
But don't worry, I got them for you.
Well, you heard them. You did hear them scream as they died, and that's what overwhelmed you.
That was you.
Yeah, it was me. I got them for you.
Oh, not so loud.
Oh, sorry. Don't worry though. They can't do that to you anymore. I promise. I got them. I got them all.
Oh, do me a favor. Never kill anything I'm psychically linked to again. Oh,
You were psychically linked to.
yeah, that's how I knew we needed to sync. Ow.
Oh, how do I know when you're psychically linked to something? Is there? Do they all get bald or something?
Assume that anytime we encounter something big and dangerous, that he's going to try and link up with them to see if there's any way of talking our way out of it.
Okay, so when we're up against something big and dangerous, don't blow them up.
Not immediately. I'm not saying you can't blow them up at all. I'm saying wait.
Wait for the
Okay.
opportunity.
Oh, jeez.
I need somewhere dark to go and hide. Drink some more whiskey.
How
Well,
big
anyway.
is the hoverboard?
Oh, it's okay. I was so it's probably actually.
Can
size
we
of a
put the
motorbike.
It's
hoverbike
about the
in the back of the
size.
Humvee, and
Oh yeah,
Uh,
it'd easily fit in there.
Sully can ride with Tabitha for a while until he
He-
gets
Thank you.
back on his feet.
Size
That
2.
sounds
What's that?
amazing.
I
Well,
mean,
if you want to know what one looks like, if you just look at the cover of the old book, Cole Ballard's riding one.
yeah, no, it's basically a motorbike without wheels, really, isn't it? It's the size of probably it's the size
Exactly.
of a Harley without wheels.
Exactly.
Okay, then we should
Exactly
be
the
able to
size it
fit it
is.
in the back of the Humvee, and Sully can ride with either Tabitha or
You can ride with
or
me, buddy. That's fine.
Well, seeing as he nukes it and you can't examine the bodies anymore, I think I'm going to have to do some narrative finagling. As the smoke, dust, and debris of the double nuclear explosions in the distance calm down, a metallic tag, slightly melted, lands on the ground near Cinder.
With a plink.
Yeah, with a plink and slight plinks as it's cooling down.
okay. Cinda will reach out and do the wet the tip of the finger and is it
Yeah.
hot?
It's cooled
Okay.
down rapidly. It's cooled down rapidly. It's still a bit warm to the
Okay.
touch, but you can pick it
All right. So I guess we'll pick it up and see what it is.
up. Well, obviously you can't make much detail out because it's basically damaged anyway, probably from time. But it also seems to be slightly heated and melted. But it appears to be some type of metallic tag made of stamped aluminum. You think it could be the type of thing that was the Texrail refugees would have been issued when they went to one of the refugee camps. Texrail refugee processing, or possible it's some sort of ID tag. You can only assume it must have come from one of the bodies or one of the zombies. You're not sure what the Walking Dead, but obviously,
Right.
it's more just. Which it probably means that it's what if you think about it, further back before you entered the fog, that may well be that place that's pit clean. That's where the bodies were being taken from, and all the these skeletal sculptures were being placed. That could well have been some sort of refugee processing, or pre or post-war labour camps. I get the feeling that that the bodies obviously possibly came from
Back there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see, and they just wanted to go lay down again, but somebody decided to blow them up instead.
I'm going to go lay down again. Please don't let him blow me up.
Sully, in the
Hey,
back
hey,
of
hey,
the
Crawl into the back
minivan,
of the vehicle.
in the
Indeed.
back of the minivan, I have a bedroll back there, and it's all kind of comfy, really. So if you want to
That's
rest for a
okay.
bit.
You can rest. I'll let you have a rest for a couple of hours as they move slowly down the road. I mean, you have to take a slight detour around the craters.
If dog meat comes to me, then I'll cuddle dog meat as I sleep.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I thought Walking Dead bad,
Yes, they are. When they're walking towards us, they were walking away from us.
Hey,
Oh.
cement plant looms like a dead god's temple. Silos rise into the sky, cracked and damaged. Rebar juts from the ground like ribs. The gate is twisted open, but the barricades long. Looks like.
Any signs of movement?
Well, funny you should say that. What you see a trail of footprints that lead inside the twisted gate. The barricade.
Do we really want to go in there? I don't know if I really want to go in there.
Why are we going here, guys?
For fun and adventure.
I guess we gotta lay some lost souls to rest by the looks of it.
Okay.
Actually, I just remembered it was probably an automated message you picked up earlier thinking about it. You couldn't tell at the time.
What was the dude Mark said he was at the switching thing, and he said just burn it down.
He was saying he was going to the switch yard. He mentioned he mentioned the cement plant, didn't he? And said he was going to the switch yard. He said, "Don't come looking for him, burn it down." But you assume he meant, but you're not sure if he meant the switch yard or the cement plant. Can I have some notice checks? If you're approaching the gates, if you're approaching the gates, that is. If you're not approaching the gates, you don't need to make them. Sully at this point can wake up feeling relatively refreshed on the back of the van. Tabitha spots that got the raise. I mean, anyone a success would have done, but obviously it's always fun to choose who gets it. So Tabitha spots it. You find a SOS device. It powered and still blinking. It does appear to be stained with blood. There appears to be a journal nearby. Its pages soaked in rain.
Hey, buddy, we've come to the spooky cement plant. Cinda said it was a really good idea because we've got to lay lost souls to rest and stuff. So, if this is going to make your brain go boom again, I'm really sorry. It's not my fault this time. It's Cinda's.
And you said
Laugh
there's
at
a
him, put
journal
a hand
there?
on his shoulder and squeeze it. It's all right, it's all right, buddy. Yeah, I know that our weird head stuff's hard to understand. Don't you worry about it. I know your heart's in the right place.
Well, it might not be anymore, actually.
It's a figure of speech, man.
Okay.
Pick up the journal
Mhm.
and have a look at it.
The final entry reads, I saw it. It birthed them. I tried to burn it. I failed. Sorry.
Well, I guess that answers the question about what to burn.
Mm.
Message isn't at all.
The wind carries a low hum from within the plant, rhythmic pulsing. Hard. And obviously, you've got the journal if you want to rest and prep. I mean, that's quite a dark
We should
sky.
just nuke the plant, Steve. You know, because he's not psychically connected. Just nuke the whole damn plant and let's move on.
I can only do so much in one go. That's quite a big thing to nuke. I can maybe like do one of the tower things at a time, maybe. But I mean, geez, what do you think I am?
I'm not going to.
Well,
answer
we
that.
thought you were powerful, but okay.
Burn, man, burn.
I would like
Hey.
to point out there's probably an awful lot of cement dust around, and any sort of massive explosions could be quite catastrophic. Well, obviously the plant, my adventure, and you.
Do not meddle in the affairs of Doomsayers, because I can make you crunchy and you'd taste good with ketchup.
Yes, you could probably nuke the entire thing from orbit, but I'll just go and cry.
Yeah, if I was in orbit, I could nuke everything, but how do I get into orbit? All we've got is a gyrocopter, and they can't go into space.
Let's just say it's rather a large and extensive plant in the sometime.
Yes, but if there's a lot of cement dust around, that'll go make a really nice kaboom.
Yes, and that's what I said. It'll be good. It'll be bad for the cement plant. It'll be bad for my adventure, and it'll be bad for you because it'll be a very big bag.
That's not good.
There's this little voice in my head that's saying that I really shouldn't blow more stuff up.
I just looked it up. It's yes, cement dust is.
Maybe you should do your bookworm thing and read the book, Cinda.
You can camp out for the night at least if you want.
Yeah, let's
get the PowerPoints back.
What time is it now? I mean, is it getting close to getting dark or what?
I'm going to say it's close to getting dark. Yeah, I mean you can pull back from the edge of the plant to back down the road a bit or further into town. It's up to you.
Yeah, let's
No, absolutely not.
We lost you there.
Which one of us?
You.
All right. I said, let's pull back a little ways, set up camp, and come at this fresh in the morning. We don't want to be searching through that place in the dark.
Oh, too right.
Use my survival and find us a nice campsite.
I've actually managed to completely lose where I did notice the cement works were on the road in, because it is on the road in. I remember seeing it, but I can't find it now. I found the steel mill. But the other thing is there's loads of railway tracks off to the right hand side, and you can. I'm just gonna decide. There is what you do. You reckon if you head back down the way, there is the switching yard where Mark's heading to. There is loads of tracks with lots of different areas which we'll call the switch yard, so you can backtrack a couple of miles back down the road if you want. Mark thought that was a safe place.
Maybe we can find an old carriage to shelter in.
Yeah. Reasonable, doesn't it?
You know, in one of the really early editions of Savage Worlds, there was a thing with carriages that were full of nose ferrets.
Full of what?
Nose ferrets.
What? Is that like
What?
some kind of?
Okay, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask the stupid question. What's a nose ferret?
Well,
It's,
it's kind of got really sharp teeth, and it bites people and drinks their blood. It's not a vampire. It's a nose ferret. It's a different kind of thing. I think they made it up.
Okay.
it was it was Nosferatu, wasn't it? They called
Yes, it
them
was.
nose ferrets.
Are you sorry you ate?
They called them nose ferrets for some reason in the
Okay.
adventure.
Ah.
I think it's because the guys from the Old West that saw it written down couldn't pronounce it.
Probably.
Mhm.
It would make sense, wouldn't it? It would make sense.
So I'll just sleep in the Humvee. I'm not going to sleep in one of those things in case it's got nose ferrets in it. They were bad.
Well, I'm going to start by making a campfire and cooking some food. Anyone else for a hot meal?
Got a can of beans.
Great. Beans is a great start. Let's see what else we can find.
Beans and molasses.
I've got a can of preserved food you can toss in.
And
I've got some too.
I'm gonna pull out my bubbly fizz cola, and I'm gonna hand out a can to each one. That's 6, 7 with. So I'll reduce my inventory by 7. Here, have a drink.
Steve
It's right
checks it
here.
really carefully. He's absolutely sure it's not Dr. Pepper.
I was just thinking that. I was just
Not
thinking.
Dr.
I'm
Pepper,
keeping it
it's bubbly
somewhere
fizz.
separate.
Well, I got some cat food here, but I guess none of yous want that.
Why don't you give that to dog meat? It's ironic, right? I got some more
Yes,
processed food here.
I was gonna. I got a bit of jerky here too.
Hey, jerky works real well with beans. Soften it up in the bean juices. It's great.
Mm.
And I can chuck in this preserved food. Let's see what we got here. It's a bit of a mystery.
Hobo stew.
Kev, draw me a card to see just how weird what I open in the tin is. High, I'm
Very
going to go with it's
appropriate to
something that
have
goes
hobo
well, and,
stew at
and
the
low,
switching.
it's going to be something bloody weird.
5 of
Five of
spades.
spades.
Great idea to
5 of
have hobo
spades.
stew at the switching yard.
Ah, tinned pears. Oh well, in it goes.
Well, at least it wasn't anchovies.
Start humming trailers
got
for sale.
Beef
already.
jerky, beans, tinned pears, and whatever was in Scott's tin.
Start humming King of the Road.
That's really annoying. No, I just found I found not that we need it. I just found a really nice abandoned train yard map, which would have worked rather well. I lot battle maps in their cyberpunk set, and it's like I'm sure I bought that. I'm sure I kickstarted that, but I can't actually find my copy of it. But we don't need it anyway. Okie dokie. The journal. Hey.
Yeah, start reading more through the journal and see what he's got to say. Since the
Okay.
fire's lit.
Yeah. A lot of the journal seems damaged, but it's up there. It got caught in the rain, so all you seem to have is the sort of the last 3 weeks or so. So going from you've got an entry that sort of dated 3 weeks ago. Left Hillsborough at dawn. Still no sign of Sarah or Eli. Roads are worse than ever. Sinkholes, wrecks, and something that howled from the tree line. Found a gas mask in a burned out ranger station. Kept it. Might need it. And next entry's 2 weeks ago. Venus thought it was abandoned. It wasn't. Raymond found me near the old diner, said they'd been holding out in the post office. Good people, scared but holding on. He gave me soup, told me about the dead storm that passed through last winter, said it changed things. You got an entry 10 days ago. Raymond showed me the mail room. He said he was still sorting letters, said it gave him purpose. I didn't laugh. He gave me one, said it was meant for someone in Dallas. He told me to deliver it if he didn't make it. 8 days ago. Venus started to change. People got sick. Not plague, something else. They stopped sleeping, started walking at night. Raymond said it was the signal. 6 days ago. Raymond kept talking about a garage in Midlothian. He said it used to belong to a man named Harlan, ex-rail worker. Lived alone after the collapse. Raymond thought Harlan was keeping something safe. Said he saw him hauling crates in after dark, even after the power went out. Raymond said the garage was locked tight, reinforced, not scavenged. That alone makes it worth checking. He thought Harlan might have had a backup generator, maybe even a radio. Said if anyone was still trying to reach out, it would be from there. 5 days ago. Raymond's gone, so are the others. I ran, took the letter, took the journal, followed the trucks, the ones dragging the bodies. They led me here, Midlothian. 4 days ago. Raymond believed the key was hidden in the old switchyard office, north end of town. Said in the collapsed overpass, said Harlan. Used to work there. He was sentimental about the place. Told me to look behind the filing cabinet marked 1970. 3 days ago. Didn't make it to the switchyard. Something was moving in the rail tunnels. Not rats, bigger. I'll try again tomorrow. If I don't make it, tell someone. Garage. Oh, I must be wrong. You're obviously. There might be more than one switchyard. If I don't make it, tell someone. That garage might be the last clean place left. 3 days ago. I was camped near the garage. Thought I'd wait for daylight. Maybe try the switchyard again. That's when I saw the trucks. Not scavengers, something else. Big black rigs with no markings. They came in from the east, slow and quiet, like they didn't want to wake the town. They stopped at the old cement works. Men in suits, or what looked like suits, started unloading bodies. Not fresh, not whole, just parts. Tagged, numbered. I followed. I shouldn't have, but I had to know. If they were doing this to Venus, then maybe they did it to Hillsborough. Maybe they did it to Sarah. Eli. 2 days ago. This place, it's not a factory. It's a womb. It feeds on the dead. It makes them. I saw one crawl out of a vat, still wearing my son's school uniform. I tried to burn it. It screamed like a child. Final entry yesterday. I saw it, the thing in a silo. It watches. It waits. I tried to overload the system. I failed. If you're reading this, I'm sorry. Don't let it spread. Deliver the letter. Find Sarah. Find Eve.
Oh my.
Hey, Sully, how's the food coming?
Such as it is, stews up, molasses, beans, jerky, and pears. Here you go. Get it
Great
on
stuff. Hey, Cinder, you get anything nice out of that book?
And basically pull back to where I got it and read everything aloud.
So that'll be a no then.
Not anything good, just a lot of what looks like needs doing.
Oh boy.
Well, the thing is if we don't stop this, it's gonna just get worse. We gotta find a way to make this right, because it's wrong, and you know it's wrong, Steve, right?
Wrong. No, right. I mean, yes. I think.
Just say I agree. You don't have to work out which way round you need to answer.
I agree.
There you go.
Okay.
Actually, this cabin shit. Yeah. So carry on. Oh, no, there it is.
They're dumping off parts of bodies and making dead things come back. Is that
That's not
what I
good.
got out of this? I think so.
It sounds like that old movie I saw way back with that monster someone put together and was struck with lightning and it came back from the dead. Had a bolt through its
Oh,
No,
neck.
no, that wasn't the
And Jesus
monster.
Christ.
Frankenstein.
The
He
doctor
was
was the monster.
Frankenstein.
Oh, right, was he? I
That's
don't know. I may have
that's the whole point.
I may have fallen asleep partway through it, but it sounds like that on a big scale. Maybe. Oh, what do I know? Hey, this is weird, but pears taste quite nice with drink.
Be worth that.
Raymond said the garage was locked tight, reinforced, not scavenged. That alone makes it worth checking. He thought Harlan might have had a backup generator, maybe even a radio. And it said something, where was it? They mentioned something about a key.
Yeah, I'm just sorting. I'm just sorting out.
And I'm just wondering if maybe that key that you got, Scott, might be
Yeah, I was thinking the
relevant.
same thing. Yeah.
Raymond believed the key was hidden in the old switchyard office north end of town, near the collapsed overpass.
I'm
Said
just
Harlan used to work there, and he was sentimental about the place. Told me to look behind the filing cabinet marked 1973.
Okay, so you're saying we got to go there and get the key?
okay. So there,
I
so just grabbed a map, literally.
okay.
So you're not you're in the sort of siding area down here. As you can see, there's lots of tracks down by Ward. But based on the
Okay.
description, north end of town, the actual switchyard is obviously, because that's an awful lot more tracks up there. That's obviously the switchyard over there.
Okay.
And the garage. Actually, I don't think I've got a description of the garage. Well, there's probably an address. We'll say there's probably an address in the journal notes that you think could be the garage that will say is somewhere over here. I haven't got worked out what's in the garage yet. That's next time. And the cement works is there.
Okay. Yeah, it says they stopped at the old cement works, men in suits, or what looked like suits, started unloading bodies.
Oh, I thought you said soup for a moment then. Why would men be wearing soup?
No, suits.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I've learned not to ask about fashion things. It just never makes sense to me.
You know, these robes will never go out of fashion because they're never going to be in fashion.
Oh, very good.
Sounds like the right attitude to have in my book.
Venus was where we ran into the zombies, wasn't it?
It was.
Yes.
All of them.
So if they did something and turned everybody into Venus, because this guy was talking to Raymond. Remember we found Raymond in Venus? He was the dead in the garage in Venus, in the back of
Well,
the post office.
yeah.
That was Raymond. So what was it when I was reading here?
Raymond wants us to deliver the letter to Dallas.
Yeah. So we've got to find a letter that, well, first off, we've got to find out where Mark is the guy who took the letter from Raymond. Raymond was the body that we found in Venus where they had all the zombies.
I'm too sober for this conversation.
Took the letter, took the journal, followed the truck. The ones dragging bodies, they led me here. Believed the key was hidden in the old switchyard office. So we need to find the switchyard office and look behind Filing cabinet, 1973.
All right. You seem to have got the thinking
Garage
done.
might
That's
be the
great.
last clean place. So there's also a garage and a switching yard. So there's like 2 places we're going to have to check out.
Right, okay. But if there's more Walking Dead there, I wait until we've had a chance to talk to them first, yeah?
In this
Oh,
Ask
case,
it's
I
all
think I'm
right.
going to say no.
Ask
Go
Sully.
ahead and nuke them.
Sully will let you know whether you can let him go or not.
Oh, okay. So wait for Sully to tell me if it's okay.
I tell you what, Steve, if I'm ever gonna mindling with someone, I'll raise my hand up like this as I'm doing it. So if you glance my direction and my hand's like that, don't nuke them, and otherwise go right ahead if you need to.
Okay. If you don't raise your hand, I can hit it.
That's right.
The thing in the silo. Okay. Apparently, there is also something nasty hiding in one of the silos.
A
Yeah,
silo in the
the
cement
thing
yard.
that's making the bad guys,
Yeah,
dead
I think
things.
so.
Very big rad rat. They're nasty.
Well, I don't know. If you fricassee them, they can be quite nice.
Oh. No,
Um,
it's some
like I
kind of
say,
nasty. Yeah. Remember, when we left Venus, there was something watching us out of the water tower.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like there's something watching us out of a silo here. So it looks like they like high places, whatever it is. It's looking out at us. So if
I
we've
could
got a way
nuke
to
the
blow, if
silo.
we've got a way to blow this, it would be the cement factory or whatever, because that's where the bodies are being made. So if we can blow the cement factory, would be a good thing, I think. But we
tomorrow,
got to find a
after
way
a
to
good
do it
night's
that
sleep.
we won't kill us.
Oh, okay. So we go to sleep and then we blow everything up in the morning.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think so. Oh,
After we search the
how
switch yard.
good would frag grenades be at setting off explosions?
I don't know.
Because if we could put some kind of timer on some frag grenades, and then Jojo could fly over, drop them, and
Oh,
and
I
and
know
then
this one.
when we
I
get
know this
away
one.
a certain
What you
distance, they
need
could all
is
go boom.
you need a rubber band and a can of spook juice. I read about it in a book once. You pull the pin out and you put the rubber band round the lever, and then you drop it in the can of spook juice, and the spook juice eats away the rubber band, and then the lever comes off, and then it goes boom.
That's interesting.
Anybody actually got a rubber band?
Yeah, I got a
Don't.
load from that post office.
Huh.
Well, you know, they look fun, and you can make them go ping.
Well, I don't know. That would be Jojo flying over, and I don't know how he'd feel about doing that, because if it,
Well, I wouldn't want to carry them prepped. I'd almost want to sort of drop the grenade in with the elastic band, pull the pin, put the grenade in the can, then drop the cans off gently and get the heck out of there.
it almost
You know,
sounds
you
like
don't.
it would be better if you actually had somebody else with you when you did it.
Well, that might work too.
Or, if you're flying over, why don't you just drop the grenades anyway?
Well, don't you want to make the bigger boom with the gasoline, with the spook juice?
Uh,
I don't think it would make that much difference.
Well,
I
my
think maybe we're
concern is that the
overthinking this.
explosion that it will set off will be so massive that it might the blast from it would have a nasty effect on the gyrocopter. That's
Well, I certainly don't want to be sticking around.
well, that's just it, right? That's why I was suggesting possibly some sort of timed mechanism that would give you a chance to get out of the area. So you wouldn't.
Joe, if you want that kind of stuff, JoJo does all the sciencey stuff. I just blow things up with my head. So does Sully, actually, and Scott.
My head's not feeling up to it. Might feel better in.
No, I wiggle my fingers to blow things up. I don't just think at it.
Mhm.
Okay, well, don't you got that stinky friend guy? Maybe you could send him in to blow things up.
Yeah, that's a possibility. If he's still
I mean,
talking to me, it's been a while since I've had him out to talk. So
I've been working on something, but I don't know that I can quite rightly manage it just yet. But well, maybe soon. Maybe soon I'll be able to get a rad wraith to go and drop a nuke for me, but not yet.
The concept of you with that power is a little bit scary.
Yeah, normal Steve isn't veteran rank yet, so therefore cannot summon a rad wraith, give it the nuke power, and send it off to launch it later. But soon, after an advance, he'll be able to.
Well, the first thing we need to do is set up watches and then get a good night's sleep. And tomorrow we can go off and check out that switching yard and see what we can find, salvage, and what's behind locker for 1973.
Okay.
Well, but we also have to check out the garage or something. They said the garage was armored.
Yeah, well, the garage is at the switching switching yard.
I don't know. Is it, Doss, at the switching station?
Sorry?
Is the garage at the switching station or?
No, where was the map? Obviously, I haven't really planned that bit yet, but
Okay.
I've got ideas in my head. I just haven't got that far. I wasn't counting on you just nuking the entire place, so I wouldn't actually. Don't worry about. Well,
okay.
Hang on a second.
So
look at that book a minute.
Okay, so the cement works I said was there. The switching yard is there. The garage is somewhere sort of downtown there.
So we could drive past the cement plant tomorrow, blow it up on the way, hit the garage, and then hit the switching yard.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I guess
that would be the accurate route or the direct route.
Well, you're the one with all the book learning.
Well,
I was going to save the fireworks for last.
So we blow things up after we've looked at other things. Is that kind of like talking to things before you kill them?
Yeah, kind of.
yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Guys, I don't think we should just wholesale blow this shit up. Cinder, that book you were reading, that thing you were reading, you know what I mean?
The journal, yes.
Yeah. Didn't it sound like Sarah or Eli were his kids and he was looking for them?
I think Sarah is his wife and Eli's his son.
All right.
All right, so his wife and his kid, whatever.
Yeah.
What if they're still alive?
In amongst all those
No,
undead, I don't
Remember
think
the
so,
remember the
Tim.
entry. Remember the entry about the boy wearing his son's school uniform.
Yeah,
So no, he's not still alive.
I don't think they
Well,
are either.
hey, was that his
The
son's
entry
school
didn't say.
uniform
It
or the
said his son's
uniform of
school.
his?
Yeah, the same
It
school
says
that his
there.
son goes to, not his son's
Oh, I
exact
saw
uniform.
one call out of a vet still wearing my son's school uniform.
Yes,
I
but
tried
any
to burn
child
it,
that
it
any
still
child that
went,
goes to the school wears his son's. Any child that goes to the same school would wear the son's same school uniform.
Oh, right. So it might Sarah and Eli could still be alive. They could be in the at the
Yeah.
garage.
Yeah, this thing's got a sort of production line going.
But if you remember, Mark never made it to the switchyard,
That's right.
so he hasn't got
What
the
if-
key, and therefore
what
he
if the
couldn't have
fresh
got the
meat
garage
was-
open.
We could have prisoners in there, and we should look before we blow shit up. It's the right way to go
Oh.
about it, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Got to reward conviction for someone deciding to put themselves in harm's way and picking up the bits I put in there. Think they're just going to blow the place up.
You know what that conviction is? That's the we'll do shit for Benny's conviction. Only it's better.
Well, he says, if you're reading this, don't let it spread. Deliver the letter, find Sarah, find Eli, tell them I tried. Okay. Hillsboro. Oh. Where was it we saw the tower? Was that Hillsboro where the tower was? The
I don't
communication
know.
tower?
Sounds like a disaster.
Sorry, which tower? No,
The
that
Remember
radio
we
was
tower.
thought there was a radio transmitter tower and we found a
no. That wasn't. Where was that? That was.
Back a while ago, I thought.
That was.
Well, it was before
I
we
think that
went
was
into
Keene,
the
wasn't it?
into
I
the
think that was in
underground.
Keene.
Oh, right. Okay, that was
Yeah.
Keene. Okay.
So you had the Berry Hill Raceway, and then you went south on the I-35, didn't you? Past the Dallas. Last broadcast from Station Keene.
Okay. So it was from Keene then to Venus. And we stopped somewhere in between Keene to get the the spot that Tabitha had on her.
Yes,
On a
I
book.
think. Yeah, I can't remember where I originally put it, but obviously it was somewhere in that area because otherwise, Jimmy says let the penny slow. It was obviously somewhere in that area because I think I put it somewhere else and then decided to move it when I started looking at a route back and everything and that sort of the advantage of it.
Thanks,
Exactly
Jiminy.
where it was. So okie dokie, I am desperately the original image. If I went with that, it would give certain people recognise what it is. So I was trying to think what's close stuff but different but isn't. So I think I'm going to go with the first image here. I found anything better. That one. So if I copy that image and then do that, probably isn't as ornately dressed as this, but it will do. Yeah, gets the feeding across. Tells the way. Lossy. Let's figure. This is not exactly what it looks like, but it's sort of enough to convey the idea of what that figure that you saw, on that tower in Venus that seemed to have watching you all. Gives you an idea of what the type of look I'm going for.
Oh, isn't he cute?
It's
It's a
a
Skeksis.
Skeksis.
It's a Skeksis.
The picture is, but that's because the only other pictures I've got of what it really is are even more give away what it is. But that's close enough to the look I'm going for. So yes, that is a Skeksis. It looks similar to that, but that's what you think it looks like. Maybe next time you see it, you'll have a better idea. The point is, the point I'm trying to get at, it doesn't look. It did, unlike all the zombies and everything else. It doesn't even look remotely human. Portions were wrong. That's only
It,
been,
just, it certainly doesn't look like it's friendly, that's for sure.
that was the figure in Venus.
In
Ooh,
Venus, okay.
Sully, you can make your occult check again now. Your mind's clear and you've had some food and you've been thinking about things.
Okie dokie. Just fix that bit.
Oh, look at that.
Of course.
That was
I
almost,
should have thought of that.
that was almost
So-
2 sixes.
That level of basically the whole that psychic scream thing was almost like sort of a psychic force of energy just rushing outwards, looking for somewhere to attach to. So whatever was controlling those Walking Dead was really powerful in its psionic abilities, and so even after even the amount of energy that's controlling him just basically rushed out, and unfortunately your mind was the closest, and that's why you got assaulted. But if it's that powerful mind control, and you worry that the rest of the party won't be able to handle it without, which could be problematic. But also, it might explain certain things like people driving trucks and delivering bodies and things like that. If something's controlling everything in the area, there could be something untoward going on. And there's something else in the back of your mind worries you, that you know what this thing is. Never seen one before, but you know you should be worried. You know it shouldn't be.
Something. I almost know something, you know? And there's something kind of on the tip of your tongue, but you just. I shouldn't have taken that level of backlash from them dying. Unless it was because of what was controlling them, and I'm sure I know what that is, but I don't remember. Damn it. It's not good, though.
What about that memory
I'm not
thing
sure.
that Cinda gave you? Would that help your memory?
Well, not directly. It's more pulling something from something else's memory. If I was close to it, I might be able to use this. I hold up the palm of my hand to force information out of it, but in the meantime, it might scramble our brains.
Let's not do that, huh?
I don't think there's a problem for Stevie.
Hey, I resemble that comment.
I don't know. Maybe I'll figure something out later.
Well,
I can't spell today, can I?
It's alright, I can't spell anyway. This. I know I'm forgetting something, but it's from so long ago. Damn it. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Bollocks. I drink a lot of whiskey.
Sully, buddy.
You guys ever hear of Far Away?
far away.
Yeah, it's in that movie about the ogre, isn't it?
Oh, the Far Away War.
Do you mean the planet um, the the
Yeah,
thingy where the
yeah.
people are, and
Yes, that's the one you didn't go to, isn't it?
That's right. But the reason they sent psychers is because the people they were fighting were really powerful that way. Really psychically
Oh no, I think I
powerful.
remember. I remember that they were called the Nukers, weren't they?
Seems good enough to me, but I'm kind of worried one of them might have come back. Might have made its way here. Might be. Oh, I don't know what it's got in mind, but hell, those things. Mighty powerful. It's like we're people. We dabble in the powers of the mind. It's more like they are powers of the mind, and they dabble at being people. I didn't really get that across too well, but you know.
Okay.
no, I think I understand. These things make Steve's nukes seem like little snap it pop thingies.
Yeah, and make my psychic powers seem like a tickling match. I might be able to, or somebody like me might be able to influence a mind or two. Usually we can only affect one person at once, or do one power at once. These guys do the mental equivalent of uh, juggling guns while firing them accurately.
So they could be in the circus.
Okay, that was obviously a terrible description. They can use more than one thing at a time. They can target more than one person at a time. Kind of like, you know, people who are ambidextrous can use like the right hand and the left hand. Now imagine an ambidextrous octopus who could use all 8 in different ways at the same time. And now imagine that those arms aren't arms or tentacles, but they're mental powers. Yeah, I really am shit at explaining, aren't I?
So it's a circus octopus that can do psychic powers while juggling guns.
Now JoJo's could become very confused.
I'm glad I cleared everything up.
I think I know what you mean.
Mm.
This thing is so powerful that it can control a whole bunch of minds instead of just one at a time.
Yes.
Well, why
Yes.
didn't you just
It's
say
like
that?
it's like you know you make a whole bunch of undead get up and walk.
Right.
All 6,000
Because,
of them.
yes. Because I'm not very good at the explaining things.
And you still want to go in and look around instead of blowing the place up?
Oh, I don't know.
How did it get here from so far away?
They said they were brought by trucks. According
What,
to the
from another
journal,
planet?
according to the journal, they were brought in from where did it say?
Oh, some of the psychers who were on far away fighting came back. Maybe it stowed away.
Oh, so it kind of hitched
Through
a
the
ride.
tunnel. Yeah,
Big
I'm right
black
now.
rigs with no markings. They came from the east, slow and quiet, like they didn't want to wake the town. They stopped
There are
at the
other
old cement
possibilities.
works, and men in suits or what looked like suits started unloading bodies. So I'm guessing, from what you're saying, that this
A nook.
dark thing it was controlling those things and making and bringing bodies in to make undead.
Hmm.
Yes, Min-Max and I do a little nookie, but what's that got to do with anything?
Mhm.
I thought a nook was like just a small.
No, not a nook. A nooks.
You've lost me again.
If there's lots of them, you
Nook.
don't say a, you say the or many.
But there's just the one of them, so it's just a nook.
No. Like, if you say my cousin's Adam, it doesn't mean he's a dam. It means his name is Adam. Anooks. Adam.
Oh, okay. So how do you know this thing's name?
Oh, it's a species, not a name.
But if your cousin's Adam, that's he's called Adam. This thing's not. So is this thing called Adam as well?
Whip him round the ear and then offer him a
Ow!
whiskey. Human doesn't begin with A. I couldn't have used human to make the point. I suppose I could say ape is an animal and not a p, but that sounds shit too. I was trying to make a point.
You didn't make a very good one.
I told you I'm shit at explaining. That's what Cinder's for.
Cinder, can you make sense of all of this?
Can you do like a mind link thing and give Cinda the information and maybe she can explain it?
Hit myself in the head with the palm of my hand.
Did that help?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, it did. Okay.
And,
Hey! If you could just mind link us all and then just think it to us, and then we'd know.
Can I do that? Can I give them my knowledge through MindLink?
Why not?
No, you can leave me out of this. I don't want to know. After listening to how Steve scrambles, no matter what you try to tell him.
He's kept himself
I'll pass.
muted because he's laughing so hard.
So when Sully says that yes, he could do that, Steve is going to hold up her hand towards Scott for a high five and go, "Hey, buddy, we worked it out."
Woohoo!
Okay. I'm going to transfer all of my knowledge about Faraway War, the tunnel, and the species over there through my link to these people.
Off you go then.
Oh,
What's your
gee.
knowledge in player to player terms rather than character terms?
Sorry, could you say that a little louder?
Yeah. So, well, as a player, what do you know? And if there's anything I need to correct, I will correct.
Okay, fair enough. A load of psychers were sent through the tunnel on big ships to fight the Faraway War. Planet that they cleverly named Faraway because it's a faraway planet. They wanted to fight the war because the place was really rich in ghost rock and they wanted to nick it all. And so they fought the locals, who turned out to be incredibly strong mentally. I think they were a telepathic-based race, bigger than us. I think they were purple, if I remember rightly.
I think they are purple now. Yeah. You talk about the Anooks, yes.
Yeah, the Anooks. I'm not sure if I'm remembering rightly, but I think there might have been a caste system about them. But although they were a largely peaceful race, once we started throwing our weight around, they turned around and royally kicked our asses because they were taking none of our shit. And
tribal culture, weren't they? That was it. Technology.
Yeah, tribal culture. A lot like
technologically primitive by human standards. Was the
but
humans
incredibly powerfully mentally, and they also rode something resembling dinosaurs.
Yeah.
As their mount of choice instead of horses. Some of the psychers came back from the faraway war, and a lot of them are majorly messed up as a result of having been there. And they have told tales of how terrible it was. I don't know of any of the local species coming back, but it's not impossible, because if we can go both ways, so can they. They could have hitched a ride. And they might be after vengeance.
Stowaways, maybe?
Yeah, possibly.
There you go.
They might be, you came and shit all over our planet.
What's left of it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if maybe
got a
they were
grudge
the ones
against
who
us.
instigated the war.
What, the faraway war? Oh, that was all us.
No.
It was definitely.
They came in, and the one that we did here. Or was that after?
No. That
Okay,
that
in
was,
the realms
that was
of
us. That was
Jim
us that started the war. That wasn't them.
the this war is very much a reflection of the white settlers taking over from the Sioux
Those
nations.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very mirrored with that. So they were all quite happily going along their own cultural routes, living in peace with the land. And we came in and go, hey, you don't know, but this land's full of riches. We want it, so we're claiming it now. And they objected. Only in this case, we underestimated them a lot. And they objected a lot harder than we were ready for.
And by the sounds of it, by a means that you didn't expect.
Yeah.
I think there was obviously you
The
probably
whole
wouldn't know it
mission
'cause you
so
weren't there.
far away was a Hellstrom-based thing.
Mhm. Yeah, but and then World War III happened, and obviously no one's.
Well, that's why I was wondering if World War III was caused by one of
Well,
these
it's not
nukes
impossible.
coming.
It's not impossible. They're supposedly they're redoing the Deadlands Hell on Earth Wade at some point. And when they do,
Background story, yeah.
Yeah, when they do, it'll be updated because historically, Deadlands and then Deadlands Hell on Earth, the Civil War lasted a lot longer. In fact, never really ended. It went into a Cold War between the North America and the North and the South of the American Civil War still existed up to World War III, and I believe it was the president of the Southern American states that started World War III. But that will all probably change when they rewrite it. But for the moment, as far as you all know, it was the president of the Southern American states nuked
Jackson.
the North. Jackson launched the Ghost Rock bombs and nukes to attack the North American states. So basically, it
was all a power play, really.
It was all sorts of stuff. But basically, it was the second American Civil War. It's just used nukes, basically. But as I say, that whole storyline's been rewritten in the latest version of Deadlands. The war did go on longer, but was ended, and it's all over. And they've changed it now because obviously it's time to move on.
There's been an awful lot of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff has gone on with the
Deadlands,
the Hell on Earth, and the Deadlands timelines.
That's
It's
all
changed
down.
multiple times.
It's changed multiple times, and the latest reason for all the changes is because not that the players, not the character, not that many people know it. Is Mordred changed history.
Morgan Le Fay
and Mordred changed history. The Cackler.
Uh-huh.
But you don't know any of that, and technically it hasn't happened yet.
Supernatural Shenanigans. There are supernatural shenanigans going on in the background in the hunting grounds that are pulling puppet strings behind the scenes. But
Yeah, the first change was Josie Wales using the Devil's Tower to travel back in time with the Heart of Darkness, and then there was Stone, who travelled back in time to kill himself to stop himself being himself.
Because the original idea of
poor
Hell on
scary-ass
Earth is
bastard.
basically the original. Because in the original Deadlands storyline, the good guys win and the Reckoners are defeated, and the Reckoners don't like that, so they go back in time and make it that they win, and then that's how you get Hell on Earth. But anyway, that's by the by.
They send Stone back in time. Josie Wales chases Stone, and then Stone comes back in time again to stop himself from doing it, and it's all weird.
It doesn't really matter. As I say, it's all going to change. But officially speaking, as I'm not even sure if anyone really knows that President Jackson did it, because obviously outside of the people that would have been there, I don't think anyone else necessarily knew. But that's
There is somebody alive that does know, and I will PM you who it is.
I know who it is.
Oh yes, indeed, yes. Also, there is something that also would probably know as well, and I know that some normal Steve has mentioned that something before. I must remember to use it at some point. But anyway, yes, let's get you inside the plant, shall we? Even if we're just setting it up for next time. So you head back down the road, you head back into the plant. You're all brave and heroic, and inside the plant, the world shifts. Walls pulse with sickly glows. Massive vats dominate the space, filled with churning black fluid, twitching limbs and half-formed faces.
Ew.
The air is thick. The air is thick with rotten ozone. Machinery groans, still active, pumping slurry through rusted pipes. Anyone want to make an occult or healing roll?
Happily make it.
Still watching, Jiminy.
They're both
You've
the
never
same
been here to
guys.
use it, but that really cool axe I gave you would really be useful in this fight here. It came all the way from far away, made of paddis and things. Anyway. My word. That's a lot of rolls there. Okay. For some reasons, you're not entirely sure how necessary you know it. Well, basically, yes. The as far as you can understand it, and it's obviously a combination of discussions between the occult understanding of what's going on and the medical understanding of what you could see happening. The best analogy we could probably come up with is what you seem to be looking at here are corpse reactors, for want of a better phrase. It looks like basically dead bodies are being liquefied and possibly restructured and then pumped on further and deeper in.
They're making people soup out of dead things.
But
Yum.
what are they doing with it?
Well,
What for?
I don't know, but you did say there was guys in soup. Oh no, suits.
Suits.
Okay, as you advance further in, following the pipes that seem to be pumping the liquefied corpses deeper into the plant, you start to notice a low frequency machine hum, not fire again. You can see here that whatever's being pumped is beginning to bubble more violently. Here and there, you can see half sort of like large glass jars with sort of half formed bodies in them. They seem to be badly mutated. I'm not sure what's going on. Their eyes are closed, but their mouths seem to be moving. As you move further in, but you find glowing glyphs upon the ground.
Glyphs upon what?
Ground.
Are these like Nuki symbols?
Well, anyone who wants to make an occult check can certainly give it have a go.
Well, they're not chemistry symbols.
Okay, so Sully and Scott and Steve, the symbols are arcane in nature. They appear to be some sort of containment glyph, as if someone tried to lock down this area. Normal Steve, however, you realise you can see there's a flaw in the design. Over time, the lockdown will deteriorate, and one day.
It's kind of like these are kind of like a magic box, but look, they didn't screw it down properly. Whatever's getting stuck in here is gonna get out.
How soon?
That's probably a bad thing.
Can you fix
I
it?
don't know how soon. I mean, I guess it depends on how hard they hit it from inside, but it's definitely got a screw loose, a bit like Tabitha.
The machine.
Can you fix it?
Probably not. You'd probably have to. I think the problem would be is you'd have to destroy the existing glyphs and redo them, if that makes sense. So it's just a case of.
I don't think I could fix them. I think you'd have to take them apart first to put them back together, and then I think that'd probably be even worse because
That would be a
then
bad
they'd
thing.
not be
Can
there.
you tell how much time we got?
What about making another set of glyphs outside this set of glyphs?
So that could work. Maybe. Have you got any books on ancient magic that we could use to work out what the right glyph should be?
No, I
No,
don't.
I don't.
No, me neither. We could go and find one. Maybe.
Look in that journal. Oh, well, it may have been in the journal, but got all bloody and
There's
unreadable.
unfortunately the journal is incomplete. Maybe the letter has something to do with it. Remember we said they wanted us to find a letter or deliver a letter?
Suddenly, the latter. I'll say, save me having to do some typing. In other words, you know how to do it. You just know you're not powerful enough to do it yet.
Yeah, I might be able to do it one day when I'm all grown up.
So have you spent a card yet?
A military.
No.
Sorry. Suddenly you hear you suddenly realise appears to be some sort of transmission. Eagle's Nest, containment breach. Subject Delta 7, non-terrestrial biology confirmed. Repeat, do not engage. Battle's out again.
Oh.
Jojo can make a common knowledge.
Yeah, because I remember the eagle's nesting. Where's before?
Delta 7.
If you want to make a common knowledge roll, Mr. Jojo, you most certainly can. You know there was an Eagle's Nest airport the other side of it's somewhere nearby. We can try it if you really want to, but it would be a bit tough at -15. I can't remember where.
Does anybody have the ace card?
That doesn't work for this one.
There it is. I short cast at -50. Get a raise.
Okay, well, chuck me a card back, be it that one or another. I don't.
You've got an axe.
Oh, let's sort that out. We don't want Snaptic Grid on for that. Okay, basically up ahead you can notice some movement. There seems to be some sort of spherical object covered in glyphs, different to the glyphs on the ground. with 4 bubbling green pools of liquid and some figures slowly moving. Tabby. Ah,
That's kind of. Whoa, who are they? What are they?
Friends.
Okay, Sully, you're going to have a. You've not raised your hand. I mute them. Unfortunately, they got a joker.
he did unfortunately get the Joker. Does anyone want to spend cards at all? Oh God, I think
I ain't
will. I've
beating
got
a joker.
So many bennies.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna
not
see if
beating a joker, so.
I'm going to keep spending bennies until I get a second Joker. I have so many bennies. Actually, I don't think I'm going to beat. I'm not going to. That's a waste of cards to keep trying to get above a 10. Right, okay.
Kick this
Shall
off just to jump for a cliffhanger.
I think it's probably, yeah, I think we'll probably leave it there. And I think we'll, because of where we are, we'll leave your cards and Benny usage until after this fight. But we shall leave it there with the
Oh
bad
yeah,
guys
when I
getting a
get 9
Joker.
bennies, yeah, let's save bennies
Yeah,
now.
that's what I figured. That's why I figured. Why not? And then I'll reset after. So we'll leave it there. Hope you had some fun today.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Certainly got confused. But thanks, Doss. It was fun.
No worries.
Yeah.
So leave it there and
Thanks
see you
very
all
much.
next
Confusion we
Tuesday.
did to ourselves.
That's all. That's always the
When
best
you
part.
very
showed
much.
that, when you
Isn't
showed
it?
that picture of a
Up to you.
when you showed that picture of a Skeksis, I was thinking it's not a Gakanul, is it?
Skeksis was. I mean, what if I
Vagued
showed
it
you?
up just a bit too much.
Yeah. If I showed you the real image, you'd know exactly what was going on. So I had to find something that was
Right.
good enough to work with, if that makes sense. Anyway, we shall leave it there.
Does it make sense?
See you all next time. Take care,
Yeah.
one.